Calling bullshit and
bullshit and boundaries.
Okay. This video is entitled Bullshit and Boundaries. You're probably wondering, what the hell?
Well, you had a nice, before the camera died, what did you say?
I was saying that this was a really good lesson for me, because when I first started dating, I didn't have any boundaries to dating, and it was really hard for me to call people out on the. It was really hard for me to call men out on the things that they did wrong. Like if someone would cancel a date with me at the last minute, or would do something I didn't like, I never said anything. I never said, you crossed my boundary, or bullshit, you're not getting away with this.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be mean.
It doesn't have to be mean, yeah. But I thought being a nice girl
worked.
I thought being a nice girl
it doesn't work.
Worked. And being a nice girl works, but don't be the patsy that gets ran over. And that's what I did when I first started dating. So Mike taught me like a valuable lesson, which we think
you give me so much. You give me
I know.
so much credit. I feel so smart.
But you did. You said don't let men run all over you. You deserve more. And so we want to pass this lesson on to you.
Yep. This is, and you know what? I'm a nice guy. When I'm on a date with a girl, I'm a really nice guy. But if a girl fucks with me, I'll tell her right away.
Yeah.
And I'll say, "This is what you mean, isn't it?" And she'll say, oh. And recently, like the really psychotic girl I've been seeing, she says, "You don't let me get away with anything." And I'm like, "No, of course not."
And she respects you
and she
more
says,
because of that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you know what I'm talking about. That one guy that doesn't allow you to act like a brat, that says, "Hey, that was too much. Control yourself." That's fucking sexy, isn't it? You got to do the same thing back to some of these guys.
He doesn't let you run all over him.
Yeah.
You think those people are patsies and you don't want to have anything to do with it.
And the thing is this, it's the exact same way in the opposite direction. If you are weak, and this is something that is a little bit, and this is inherent in the animal world and the human world, is that if there is a power vacuum, it's going to get filled. So if you are weak, he's going to expand to fill that vacuum.
He's going to get more power.
He's going to get more power, and he will stomp on you in the process.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit sad, and we really want to be idealistic and say, I don't want to play games, I want to be nice. No, you got to fucking stand up for your power.
It's really not about playing games. It's about standing up for your power and also having respect for yourself. Like I mentioned when I first started dating, a guy might call me like the day before. He might text me the day before and cancel our date. And I text back, okay, not a problem.
You can't,
have a good day. So you know
he
what?
Might spit on you.
Exactly. With no explanation.
Sure.
It's not like something, he explained why he had to cancel the date.
Yeah.
And I let it slide. So the next time we had a date and he canceled, I'd let it slide.
Oh, yeah.
His respect went from
went
here. Because I let him get away with stuff.
And you left that power vacuum, and his brattiness grew. Now the brattiness, and I learned this lesson a while back when I was a bloody kindergarten teacher. I learned this from children.
Okay.
And this blew my mind. Well, I wanted to be that teacher that all the kids loved.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Mike Sensei is the best.
Yeah.
I wanted to be that teacher. So what did I do? I do what all new teachers do wrong, and that is pay too much attention and kiss too much ass. I was too nice. And so a kid would cry or behave badly, and I'd give too much attention, and I'd be the nice guy. And what would they do? These children, I had a little kid try to spit on me.
Wow.
And the reason, I had another kid like bend over, run full speed, and hit me in the nuts with his big bald head. That hurt. I wore a cup the next time and put a dent in that head. But I did. I wore a cup. And yeah, you try going to the sports store, the athletic store, and say, and I can't speak Japanese. I need a. Anyway, we're getting off topic, but.
But that's a very good example. These kids started taking advantage of you when they knew they could.
And are these kids, are they aware of what they're doing? No, because this is animal nature.
It's inherent.
It's inherent that if you feel a power vacuum, if somebody's kissing your ass, you're going to find the border of that behavior.
You're like,
You're going to push it. You're going to fuck with them until you find their limit. And they're going to fuck with you. So you have to make sure that limit is nice and tight. You know where that line is. It's like I only allow a certain kind of behavior, And you don't have to be a bitch about it. You don't have to be a dick about it. You can just say, like the person that texts you the day before and canceled the day, you don't have to tell them, that was fucked up, you're an asshole. But the next time they contact you, you say, you know what, I really, and I give people one chance. They get one chance.
Yeah.
You know, it's not 3 strikes you're out. It's one chance.
You're worth it.
And because you lay that boundary down, and then they say, oh, okay, that's the line. Okay, that's cool. But if they cross it again, they're out of there. So I will say to somebody.
What would you have done in that situation?
In that situation,
if someone called or texted you to cancel with no explanation,
I would have texted them back right away and say, hey, I totally understand, but if you do this to me again, please don't contact me again.
Good.
You know, I get it. I'm cool with that. I understand emergencies happen, but don't do this again. You need to give me a couple days. And then the person comes back.
Setting the boundaries.
What's your problem?
The bullshit.
What's your problem? Why are you such a bitch? He says, no, my time is just as valuable as yours. You know, please don't do this. And if the guy says you're a fucking bitch, well, hey, we got one more frog out of the way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what? I want to bring up another really good example that just happened a couple days ago. I have a friend who sent me like a lewd, what would you call it? Provocative.
Yeah.
It was more than provocative.
It was a dirty,
it was very
perverted
offensive.
text. Yeah.
It was a dirty, perverted text.
With a nasty picture.
With a nasty picture, and I
just tacky.
It was and it grossed me out, and I was like, oh, I don't like this, but I wasn't going to text him. Thank goodness Mike was here, and he was like, yeah, this is what you do.
Yeah, because you weren't setting boundaries.
I was not setting boundaries. I was letting in. This happened before, which is why I got the second.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a yucky, not cool text with a dirty picture, and that's. I mean, does this guy respect me?
You should have set the boundaries back then.
I should have set the boundaries back then.
But because you didn't, he's still looking for the edges of your boundaries.
Exactly. So Mike was like, this is what you do. You text them, I don't appreciate these pictures, and please don't send them to me.
You don't have to be shitty about it.
Yeah.
You can just say,
was nice.
That didn't do much for me. Please don't do that again.
So I didn't want to do it. Mike was like, you have to do it.
You're
going to keep getting this and feeling bad, and your respect is going to go down. I texted him. He texted me right back, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. He gave me some lame story about spam, but do you think I'm going to get another dirty, ugly text?
And look, I mean, that is powerful, yeah.
That was, and I felt really good. I was nice about it.
He was
immediately apologetic.
Conciliatory. Beautiful. That is the dynamic we want. We want to be in the driver's seat. We want to be the strong one, and be fearless with this, because I'm telling you, if you're strong and you have a strong sense of reality and what's right and wrong, and your boundaries are clear, he's going to fall into place. He's going to behave. He's going to be decent, and it's sexy.
And you can do this very easily, and
yes.
you're worth it. You're worth that respect.
Absolutely. If you do not respect yourself, nobody else is going to do it.
Yeah.
And they're going to walk on you.
So that's our lesson about boundaries and bullshit.
Boundaries and bullshit. Cool. I like that.
Yeah, that was really